Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Game of the Week. I'm the play-by-play announcer, Pat Flaherty, and we're actually at the very end of the 2021 BPS High School Basketball regular season. They actually had to shift some games around, so there are a couple more games on Monday that are really going to affect some playoff positioning, but this is the last weekend of the City League regular season, and it's just been a great job by the Boston Public Schools Athletic Department to get all this in. We have an excellent matchup today in girls high school basketball with the New Mission Titans visiting the O'Brien Tigers. Both teams come in today undefeated. O'Brien right now at 7-0, New Mission at just 4-0. They've actually missed some games because of snow and schedule changes, but both teams undefeated. And the winner of this game is really going to be in the driver's seat when it comes to getting that #1 seed in the City League playoffs. So excellent game, a lot on the line. These two teams really came into the season with different aspirations. New Mission, will start with them. Brand new coach, Brandon Wilbur, who was the JV coach just a year ago, first season as the head coach, and New Mission had graduated 4 of their 5 starters from a year ago. So I think a lot of folks weren't sure how good this New Mission team was going to be coming into the season, but they've done a great job. Coach Wilbur and his staff has done a great job getting these girls ready to play varsity basketball, and that's why they're at this undefeated mark. Meanwhile, for O'Brien, we've seen over the last couple of years, O'Brien's had a lot of very young players get a lot of varsity time on their varsity girls basketball squad. Because O'Brien is an exam school, they have some players from 7th and 8th grade that are eligible for their basketball team. So we've seen players like Jasmine Cox, Lena Guerrero, and Jabria Horsley start at a very young age playing varsity basketball for O'Brien. And now that they're a little bit older, you can start to see the fruits of that labor, and some of these younger players really become very good varsity basketball players. So right now, O'Brien, coming in at 7-0, has the best record in Boston City League girls basketball. So they're going to look to continue that here this afternoon at O'Brien High. So we'll see how these two teams can kind of match up and adjust to each other. They're also going to play again on Monday, and that'll be the final day of the regular season. Now, these two teams were supposed to play last night, Friday night, at New Mission. We were actually going to broadcast that game for you, but because of the snow and the snowstorm and everything that was going on, we did not get that game to you. We're going to get this game now here this afternoon at O'Brien. So here we go, New Mission and O'Brien. O'Brien starting off with the basketball, nice feed inside, but the shot is no good. New Mission comes away with a rebound. As we mentioned, this game's at O'Brien High, so they are the home team in the all-white uniforms with the blue trim. Meanwhile, New Mission in the blue uniforms in the yellow trim. Nice drive to the basket, and the shot is blocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the New Mission Titans. As I mentioned, New Mission graduated 4 starters from a year ago. Their freshman center from last year, Tony Golson, who just came away with that loose ball, is the lone returning starter for New Mission. So she'll be doing a lot of work on the glass and inside, scoring putbacks and buckets inside the paint. Right now, Golson out on the wing, trying to feed it down low. Nice pass inside to the interior, shot no good, rebound. Comes down to the O'Brien Tigers. That's Jabria Horsley handling the basketball for O'Brien. Horsley, a senior this year and one of the top scorers for the Lady Tigers. Now we got a tie-up out on the wing, and that possession is going to go back to the New Mission Lady Titans. Both teams very good defensively, so you might see sort of a defensive struggle, especially early on. Corner 3, no good that time from New Mission. That goes off of a New Mission player out of bounds, so that'll go back to the O'Brien Tigers. There's Lena Guerrero bringing it up for the Lady Tigers. Very good player. She's been an all-star, I think, a couple of times, actually, for O'Brien. Still just a sophomore. That's Jasmine Cox trying for the jumper in the corner. She's just a freshman, despite playing 2 varsity years already with O'Brien. I think that's going to be a carry that time on Key DeBarros for New Mission, one of those seniors who got a little time off the bench last year, but has really stepped up this season, one of the top scorers for the New Mission Lady Titans. Guerrero, tough shot from the corner, unable to hit. Rebound comes down to Tony Golston. Golston now trying to go coast to coast with it. She gets it stolen away by Guerrero. Lena back down the other end. Can't hit the lefty layup. Jasmine Cox with the rebound. Horsley. Good kick to the corner. Bryant now going to reset. Horsley on the drive, throws up a prayer, and looks like she was fouled on the floor. So that'll be a side out of bounds. As we've been saying all season long, there's no out of bounds plays from underneath the basket because of COVID protocols. So everything will be a side out of bounds. Guerrero inside the paint. Was able to step through, and New Mission was whistled for the foul, so I think Guerrero's going to get 2 free throws. Yes, she is. More COVID protocols. So you, on the first free throw, if you're shooting 2, nobody stands inside the lanes as Guerrero knocks down the first free throw for O'Brien. She breaks the 0-0 tie to start things off. Now you're allowed 2 defenders and 1 offensive player to stand inside the lane during the second free throw. 2 for 2 from the free throw line is Lena Guerrero. 2-0 lead now for O'Brien to kick things off. Tony Golston on the drive. Wasn't able to score off the window, gets her own offensive rebound, and she's now going to get 2 free throws for the New Mission Titans. You see the athleticism and length there for Golston. And she was able to rebound her own shot. So Tony now shooting 2. Unable to hit the first. Oh for 2 from the line is Golston. Rebound that time for New Mission. Golston gets it back. 3-ball on the way off the back iron. Guerrero unable to save it, so that's going to stay with New Mission. There's Coach Trudy Fisher, longtime coach for the O'Brien Tigers, along with her assistant coach Anthony Searcy. They want a timeout here with just a couple of minutes gone by in the fourth quarter. As O'Brien leads 2-0 over New Mission. It seems like O'Brien so far has been able to get a little bit better offense going on their end of the floor, just hasn't been able to knock down any shots. Meanwhile, for New Mission, it seems like everything looks a little bit more difficult for them in the early going. Seems like they're only able to get good looks at the basket on offensive rebounds, putbacks, and an occasional spot inside the paint. Coming out of the timeout, New Mission with the basketball here in the first quarter against O'Brien. As I mentioned in the open, both these teams undefeated, both in the same group. So they've actually split up the City League into a couple of groups, and that's how they're going to determine the City League playoffs. Both these teams, I believe, in Group 2. So you see Jasmine Cox showing off her athleticism, is able to create the steal and then get fouled at the top of the key. Coach Fisher giving instructions to Lena Guerrero. Lena just a junior, but very good player for this O'Brien team. Wasn't able to get the floater, does get the putback though. So Lena Guerrero scoring the field goal. She's got 4 points, and she has given O'Brien a 4-point lead. Titans turning over. That's Bionde Trente Atun. Trying to get the pass to Tony Golston, but went through her hands, so let it go back to O'Brien. But midway through the first quarter here at O'Brien High School, 4-point lead for the Tigers. Guerrero thought about a 3. She shuffled her feet, so they're going to whistle a traveling call on Lena Guerrero. I think if Coach Fisher had a conversation with Lena, she'd say probably just to put that up. She definitely had some space, and Lena's a good shooter, so Tony Golston again towards the basket, unable to finish underneath. Jasmine Cox comes away with it. Golston then grabs the loose ball. Golston back out to the top of the key. Biondi trying to score off the window, unable to hit it, and the rebound comes down to O'Brien's McCray Whiter. Jabria Horsley going coast to coast, and she gets fouled on her way to the basket. So Horsley will now attempt 2 free throws. Jabria, a senior, now for this O'Brien team. And unable to catch the rim on the first. Horsley no good on the second, didn't hit the rim, so that's a violation on O'Brien. That'll go back to New Mission. New Mission still looking for their first points of the ball game, as now Golston looking for an opening on the drive. Has to save it out to the corner. Jumper off the back iron. Good save there for New Mission. Guerrero comes away with it, throws it off of the New Mission player. So that'll go back to O'Brien. Lena Guerrero, a very smart basketball player for this O'Brien squad. Jasmine Cox over to Horsley. Jabria can't hit the floater. But New Mission's Jada Flores unable to come away with the rebound, so that's going to stay with O'Brien. Jasmine Cox thought about a 3. Over to Guerrero. Lena tries a runner, gets it to go, and the foul. What a play by Lena Guerrero. Excellent drive by the O'Brien Jr., who has all 6 points to start off the game here. She'll look to complete the 3-point play. As here you see another, COVID confusion a little bit, as normally with the 2 free throws, you're not allowed to have anybody in the lane. As Guerrero unable to hit the shot, unable to come away with the rebound either, as that's Key DeBarros, who's now bringing it up for New Mission. Short jumper no good, offensive rebound, putback no good. And it was Jabria Horsley who came away with the rebound. That was Deanna Hatcher trying to score inside for New Mission. Had a couple of good looks at the rim. Scramble for a loose ball. Excellent hustle there by Jabria Horsley. And this is going to stay with O'Brien, I believe. No, it's going to go back to New Mission, I think. Oh, actually, we got a timeout here with 2:10 left to go in the first quarter. Bryant on top, 6-0 over New Mission. Lena Guerrero with all 6 points for the O'Brien Lady Tigers, as they, as I mentioned before, seem to just have a few more openings offensively to get to the rim, whereas New Mission, their offensive possessions, they've had a tougher time. It seems like there's a little more traffic that they have to fight through to get to the basket. So we saw Guerrero get a basket and one just a few minutes ago. She was not able to finish the free throw. But Lena Guerrero has been the best player on the floor so far. And if you're New Mission, you almost got to be happy that you're only down 6-0, because Jabria Horsley hasn't really gotten going yet. Jasmine Cox hasn't been able to get out in transition yet. A couple more players from O'Brien who definitely can score the basketball. Meanwhile, for New Mission, as I mentioned, you graduate 4 really good starting varsity players last year as seniors, and Coach Wilbur's done a great job with this team, but you're still not sure who the top leader offensively on New Mission is, and I think one of their top players is going to have to step up to get them going here in the first quarter. So out of the timeout, just about 2 minutes left to go in the first. 6-0 lead for O'Brien. Jasmine Cox gets the ball swiped away. Here's Biondi Trente Atun. Now it's DeBarros with a runner. Can't get it to go. Cox with the rebound for O'Brien. Jasmine Cox gets tripped up right around half court. That's 6 team fouls now on New Mission. There you see the athleticism and speed from Jasmine Cox. She got that rebound and just fired right up the sideline. Cox looking for an opening. Now tries a runner, gets that one to go. Jasmine Cox with her first field goal puts O'Brien up 8-0 here in the first quarter. Golston almost gets it swiped away. DeBarros fires up a 3. And Key DeBarros unable to hit that one. That's going to go back to O'Brien. Sometimes when a team doesn't score early in the game, it just makes it that much more difficult to get that first basket because teams start to press. They start to get anxious about scoring that first bucket instead of allowing the offense to come to them. It's going to be a traveling violation on Jasmine Cox. Tony Golston off the cut, all the way to the basket, unable to hit that shot. Tough angle for her. And it looks like when Golston got that loose ball, she was stepping out of bounds. That'll go back to O'Brien. Talked to both coaches earlier in the week, and they're just very happy with the way that these two teams have really come together in this difficult season. And that's going to be an offensive foul on Jabria Horsley. So that'll go back to New Mission. Horsley's going to take a seat on the bench for O'Brien. It's going to be a travel on New Mission. So I go back to the O'Brien Lady Tigers. Rama Bangora now in for the Lady Tigers as well here late in the first quarter. That's Bangora right there. Guerrero for 3. Unable to knock that down, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter here at O'Brien High School. The Tigers on top of the New Mission Titans 8-0. And the first thing you got to say is Lena Guerrero really controlled that first quarter for the O'Brien Lady Tigers. She had 6 points and could have had 7 if she finished the end one. And then you saw Jasmine Cox get involved late in the first quarter, coming up with some steals, some loose balls, and was able to get all the way down the floor and hit a runner for the 8th point for the last field goal of the quarter for the O'Brien Tigers. Meanwhile, for New Mission, they haven't been able to get anything up on the scoreboard. For a New Mission program that's been very good over the last couple of decades, I'm sure this is not something that they're used to, and not being able to score in the first quarter. So that's something that Coach Wilbur is going to have to talk about with his team. As I mentioned before, I think things have just been difficult offensively for the New Mission Titans. There you see them at the far end of the gym. And, there's not really one player on New Mission this year that when things aren't going well offensively, they can hand the ball to her and say, go get us a basket. And I think that's the toughest part about graduating 4 very good players from a year ago. However, they clearly play well as a team, so I think Coach Wilbur is going to be able to construct some offense and manufacture some offense for them here in the second quarter. So we'll see what kind of adjustments they make coming out of the quarter timeout. And folks, as we said before, we're bringing this game to you from O'Brien High School in Roxbury. First time we've covered Game of the Week at O'Brien, so we're very happy to do that for you. Also, folks, if you want to follow us on social media, You can certainly go to our Facebook page. Go to facebook.com/Game of the Week Boston. A lot of good stuff up on that site. You can also go to our website, www.boston.gov/cable. A lot of good games up there that you can follow. You can also follow us on Twitter @BostonCityTV. And if you want to tweet at us, use the hashtag BostonGOW. Just about set to start the second quarter here on Game of the Week from O'Brien High School. O'Brien with an 8-0 lead over the New Mission Titans. Guerrero, scoop shot off the window. Lena Guerrero with 8 points to lead all scorers. Nice feed inside to Golston. Tony Golston, nice move to the basket, and she gets the first bucket for the Lady Titans. So that gets New Mission off the schneid there as they're able to score their first hoop. A little more pep in their step now after that first basket. Jasmine Cox unable to hit that off the drive. Here comes Golston off the rebound. She lost it on the way to the basket. Beyonde Trente Atun inside to Golston. Golston airballed that shot. Put back, however, is good. Inside, looked like that was Key DeBarros with the basket for New Mission. So some of the top players for the Lady Titans now getting going here in the second quarter. Cuts the O'Brien lead down to 6. A little more noise in the gym now that New Mission hasn't been able to get some baskets. And top of the key, we'll see if they call a foul or if that was a travel by Lena Guerrero. That was a foul, so they called a foul on New Mission. Lena Guerrero is now going to head to the free throw line to shoot 1-and-1 as New Mission is finally in the bonus with 7 fouls here in the first half. Guerrero now at the free throw line. And she's unable to hit the first. Rebound on the inside there for New Mission. Deanna Hatcher. 3 ball on the way from New Mission off the back iron. Rebound that time for O'Brien. Came down to Laisha Picardo. Jasmine Cox fires a deep 3, well off the mark that time. Guerrero comes away with the rebound. Can't get it to go. Loose ball comes out to New Mission. Quickly up the floor they go to Hatcher. Oh, excuse me, that's Flores for the corner 3. Unable to hit that one as Widerer comes away with the rebound. And that's going to be a traveling violation. That time on Rama Bangura. So they call a foul there on O'Brien. I believe that was on Onyeka Unebu. Does a nice job with interior defense there for the Tigers. And that pass over the head of Beyonde Trente Atun. So that'll go back to the Tigers. So both teams get a couple of baskets early in this quarter. Now they've sort of settled down defensively. Jasmine Cox looking for an opening. Guerrero just fires up a prayer. And New Mission's able to come away with the rebound. I believe it's going to be a foul on Lena Guerrero. Pass inside to Flores, and she's unable to hit it. Wade with the rebound for O'Brien. And Guerrero is going to be whistled for a travel. It looked like she actually got there legally. I didn't see a travel there, but ref's a lot closer than I am to the action. So travel on Lena Guerrero, back to New Mission. DeBarros tries a runner. And that time it was Rama Bangura coming away with the rebound for O'Brien. She was fouled underneath the hoop. Substitution now for New Mission. And once again, O'Brien's going to be shooting 1-and-1 as that's the 9th team foul, I believe, on New Mission. So if that's the 9th team foul, then after this free throw, the Tigers will be shooting 2 the rest of the first half. And she's unable to hit that first free throw. Good rebound for New Mission, but it's almost stolen away by Guerrero. She wasn't able to hang on to it. That was just the 8th team foul on New Mission, so they'll have one more foul to give for just the bonus, and then the double bonus will come on the 10th team foul. About midway through the second quarter, 6-point lead for the O'Brien Lady Tigers. Trente Atun getting tied up right around the elbow. And that's going to be a jump ball that I believe will go back to O'Brien. Well, it's going to stay with New Mission. So next jump ball will go back to the O'Brien Tigers. Stolen away by Jasmine Cox. She's going to fly down the floor. Nice job by Tony Golson to alter that shot. Cox comes away with the loose ball, unable to hit it, but she's going to get 2 free throws. Good hustle there by Tony Golston to change the shot of Cox, but I think Tony's now going to have to possibly head to the bench. She's got a couple fouls on her. As now Jasmine Cox will shoot 2 from the free throw line. Now the next foul on New Mission will give O'Brien double bonus, shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way. As Jasmine Cox hits the first. Cox knocks down both free throws. Back to an 8-point lead for O'Brien here with about 3.5 minutes left to go. Steal for the Lady Tigers. Now it's Guerrero. Doesn't have the numbers, so she's got to slow it up and gets swiped away that time. Good steal from Deanna Hatcher, and now it's Golston with it. And Golston was looking for a teammate on the far side of the floor, Gianna Haygood, but pass was a little too high, and Haygood actually moved when Golson was about to pass the ball. So it looks like New Mission called the timeout here with 3:34 left to go in the second quarter. O'Brien on top, 12-4 here from O'Brien High School. And there you see Coach Wilbur in the middle of the huddle designing some kind of play for New Mission. Their offense has just been sort of all over the place. They haven't had any good set plays or any plays where they've been able to generate open looks for any of their players. So we'll see what kind of set plays that Coach Wilbur can come up with. Coach Wilbur was actually, even though it's his first year as head coach of New Mission, he was a JV girls coach last year at New Mission High School. And then before that, he was actually an assistant coach for the men's basketball team at Bunker Hill Community College. And then before that, he was an assistant coach at Randolph High School and a couple other high schools before that. So a lot of coaching experience for Coach Wilbur, even though it's just his first year as the head coach of the girls' New Mission team here in 2021. Guerrero trying to step through the defense, and like they called a jump ball, I believe. Yes, I believe that was a jump ball. So let it go back to the Titans. Guerrero looking for an opening off the screen from Cox. Lena Guerrero. Good kick to the outside. 3 ball off the mark. Widerer with the putback for O'Brien. So McCray, Wideer, and if I am messing up your name, McCray, I sincerely apologize. Excellent job by you on the putback there for the Tigers. Drive off the back iron, no good from DeBarros. Putback, however, is good inside by Deanna Hatcher. That's the O'Brien lead back down to 8. There were 2:30 left to go in the second quarter. Cox now on the drive, squeezes through the defense, and she's going to be called for a travel. Hatcher off the up fake. 3 ball on the way for New Michigan, rattles it home. That's Janiyah Haygood knocking down the 3 for the Titans. Cuts the O'Brien lead down to 5. And you see a backcourt violation on O'Brien. That was close. Very close call there for backcourt. You see assistant coach Anthony seriously not happy about it. Golston gets it swiped away by Cox. Trente Atun able to break that play up, and now she fouls Jasmine Cox in the corner. So Jasmine will now be shooting 2 free throws as O'Brien's in the double bonus. Jasmine Cox is able to hit the first. Cox unable to hit the second. 6-point lead here for O'Brien late in the second quarter. And it looked like Trente Atun actually shuffled her feet that time, so that's going to go back to O'Brien after the New Mission turnover. Jasmine Cox making her way down the floor, and she's whistled for the travel that time. That one was close. I wasn't sure if she got the third step in there to create the travel, but Cox whistled for the travel. 15-9 lead for O'Brien. Tony Golston looking for an opening, and she's tripped up inside. You can hear the O'Brien bench saying that Tony was out of control as she was going to the basket and sort of tripped on her own, as Golston was unable to hit the first. Golston banks home the second. Cuts the lead down to 5 here late in the second quarter. Guerrero. Wydeer unable to hit the jumper. That's knocked out of bounds. That'll stay with the O'Brien Tigers. Cox tries to save it off of Golston. Tony comes away with the steal for New Mission. Tried to feed it to her teammate down low, and Guerrero comes away with the steal for the O'Brien Tigers. Lena Guerrero all the way to the bucket. 10 points now for Lena Guerrero to lead all scorers, as O'Brien's back to a 7-point lead. Tony Golston shuffling her feet that time. Whistle for the travel here late in the second quarter. "17 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Guerrero looking for another opening. Jasmine Cox back to Guerrero. Open 3 for Lena, and she's unable to hit it. And that is going to do it for the first half here at O'Brien High School, as the O'Brien Tigers lead the New Mission Titans 17-10. Heck of a first half there for the O'Brien starting point guard, Lena Guerrero. She led all scorers with 10 points. Meanwhile, Jasmine Cox was able to knock down a couple of free throws to go along with her basket. She's got 5 points. And that tandem that we mentioned at the beginning of the game is the one that we thought was going to be the best offensive pairing for both teams. So you saw Guerrero with the 10 points, Jasmine Cox with the 5. They really controlled the game for the most part for both teams, as Guerrero was obviously the point guard and leading ball handler. She was able to control things for O'Brien. Meanwhile, for New Mission, obviously a tough first quarter for the Titans as they were unable to score. But in the second quarter, got a little more aggressive, got on the offensive glass a little bit too. You saw Tony Golston come away with that first bucket. She also hit a free throw for 3 points. Key DeBarros hit a shot, and I believe it was Janiyah Haygood who knocked down a 3 as well. So you have a few players there who were able to kind of get in the mix. Deanna Hatcher also had a nice couple of minutes there in the second quarter as well, making some plays and actually scoring a basket for the New Mission Lady Titans. So you can see these two teams haven't been perfect offensively. It's been sort of a scramble for both squads on the offensive side. But I think you see the experience at point guard for O'Brien is really helping them there in the first half, as Lena Guerrero, when everything was kind of a mess offensively for O'Brien, Guerrero could get the ball back to the top of the key, kind of reset everything, or be the one that had to force the action to try to get a basket or go to the free throw line. Meanwhile, for New Mission, even though Beyonde Trente Atun is a very good ball handler, we saw that in the first half, she was unable to get her offense going, and she wasn't able to get much done for the New Mission Titans. I'm sure that'll change in the second half. I think Tony Golston gives New Mission a chance inside. The Tigers, even though they have some players who've done a nice job rebounding, Tony Golston can really carve out space, use her length and athleticism to get rebounds and putbacks for the New Mission Titans. I think that is where New Mission can try to come back in this game. Things weren't looking good in the very beginning there, but now at halftime, being down just 7, New Mission's in a decent shape to try to come back and win this game. So very good game here at O'Brien High School. And as we mentioned before the start of this game, there's a lot of important implications, city playoff implications for both these teams. They both come in undefeated. As we mentioned, New Mission hasn't played as many games as O'Brien has, but both these teams are in Group 2, which means whoever wins today and then they play again on Monday, whoever wins today and then will be in the driver's seat on Monday. If they win the game on Monday, they secure the top seed in Group 2, and they will actually get a bye in the first round of the city playoffs. And the same thing for Group 1, which I believe right now Fenway is at the top of those standings, as usual for girls basketball. So we'll see which team can come away with a win here this afternoon. They'll certainly be sitting pretty going into the city playoffs. As we mentioned, both these teams are undefeated as well, so you just want to keep that undefeated streak going and that good momentum going throughout the season. So just about ready to start the third quarter here on Game of the Week, as it's New Mission who starts off the quarter with the basketball. That's Tony Golston. Three ball on the way for the Titans, well off the mark. Put back from Flores, no good. Widerer comes away with a loose ball for O'Brien. Here comes Lena Guerrero. There you see her controlling the basketball, able to reset things for O'Brien. Off the up fake, Jasmine Cox with the jumper. Off the mark, that ball goes out of bounds, then it'll go back to New Mission. Flores, good swing of the basketball for New Mission. Corner three off the mark that time, as O'Brien's able to secure the rebound. Now it's Lena Guerrero. Back down the other end. Nice move to the bucket. Score the hoop and the harm once again. Lena Guerrero, again getting the basket and the foul. We'll see if she can complete the three-point play. And she does. 13 points now for Lena Guerrero. As Flores is fouled on the baseline. One thing for New Mission after you see that foul that got Lena Guerrero to the free throw line, New Mission committed a lot of team fouls in that first half. So one thing we got to look out for is which of these players on New Mission might rack up the personal fouls. And also, late in the game, if New Mission gets back to that double bonus part where, if O'Brien has a lead late in the game and O'Brien's shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way, that could really hurt things for New Mission down the stretch. Tony Golston. Three ball on the way, well off the mark that time from Janiah Haygood, so that's going to go back to the Tigers. Jabria Horsley getting bumped over near the baseline, and that's Tony Golston committing the foul. We don't know how many personal fouls Tony Golston has, but she's got a couple, so she might get to a place where she's going to be in foul trouble late in this game. Jasmine Cox. That shot no good off the window. Cox for the putback, short with that one. Rebound comes to New Mission, and that ball's thrown away by the Lady Titans. So Horsley comes away with the steal there for O'Brien. Horsley tries a runner, can't get it to go. Trente Atun trying to go coast to coast for New Mission, and she loses the ball out of bounds. It was knocked out by Jasmine Cox, so that'll stay with the Titans. Key DeBarros in for New Mission now as I thought Tony Golston was going to head to the bench, but she's going to stay in. Good feed inside to Haygood, and she's able to score off the window. So Janiah Haygood, her second field goal. Her first one was a 3. She's now got 5 points to lead the New Mission Titans. Jasmine Cox, unable to score inside. Trente Atun comes away with a rebound. Flores for 3, off the back iron that time. Lena Guerrero with the rebound for O'Brien. Lena sees some space, tries a runner, and again she gets fouled going to the basket, and she's going to get 2 more free throws for O'Brien. This will be Lena's 5th and 6th free throw attempts. And Lena's unable to hit the first. Guerrero 0 for 2 from the free throw line as Tony Golston comes away with it. Now it's DeBarros back down the other end, unable to score off the window. Horsley with the rebound for O'Brien. Eight-point lead for O'Brien here in the third quarter. As Golston goes to the bucket. Gets the putback inside for New Mission. Tony Golston with her second field goal. She now has 5 points for the Titans. Guerrero thought about a three, slides in for the basket. I think she took an extra step. They're going to call her for a travel. That'll go back to New Mission. Six-point lead for O'Brien. We'll see if New Mission can kind of get going here offensively. If they can cut it down to a basket or two. Three ball from Haygood off the mark. Bria Horsley looking for her first field goal. She gets fouled on her way to the basket. Oh, they whistle an offensive foul on Jabria Horsley. Excuse me. Golston tries a runner, short with that one. DeBarros, elbow jumper, no good. That's going to be a jump ball that will go back to the O'Brien Tigers, I believe. Yes, it will. New Mission now applying a full court press as they try to pressure Guerrero. Jasmine Cox now bringing it up for the Tigers. Waydeer. Now it's back to Guerrero. That shot no good that time from Bangura. And now it's Beyonde Trente Atun. Bring it up for New Mission. Golston off the crossover. Stops, pops. Unable to hit. Rebound, however, for Hatcher, and now the three ball from DeBarros is no good, but Hatcher gets another rebound. Excuse me, that's Haygood coming away with a rebound for the Titans. Haygood now with it in the corner. And it's going to be a foul that time on Rama Bangura. About 2:18 left to go here in the third quarter. 6-point lead for O'Brien. Good look that time to Haygood, who can't get it to go off the window. That hit every piece of the rim, but just didn't go down. Jasmine Cox now flying down the floor, and she can't score inside. Rebound comes down to Trente Atun. Biondi now going to slow it up for New Mission. DeBarros inside to Haygood. Nice move to the basket by Janiyah Haygood, the junior. With her third field goal, she's now got 7 points to lead the New Mission Titans. Cuts it down to a 4-point lead. Lena Guerrero inside, lays it down beautifully, and that's going to be a foul on New Mission. Trente Atun with the reach-in. So now Laisha Picardo will be at the free throw line for O'Brien. And Picardo not able to hit the first. Substitution for O'Brien. McCray Waderer comes in for, or heads to the bench rather, as Onyeka Enebu now comes in for O'Brien. And it's Pichardo knocking down the second free throw. So she's 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Back to a 5-point lead for O'Brien here late in the third quarter. DeBarros. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Hatcher on that shot. She was unable to hit it. That's going to stay with New Mission, however. Trente Atun gets her first basket of the ball game. Nice drive that time from Biondi. Cuts the O'Brien lead down to 3 here late in the third quarter. Lena Guerrero now trapped in the corner. It was both Trente Atun and Cox going after the loose ball. Looks like Cox hit it out of bounds, so that'll go back to New Mission. That's knocked out of bounds by Jasmine Cox. You see Jasmine's athletic ability and her length. Tough to get a pass off in the lane that she's covering. DeBarros wide open 3, and she goes off the back iron. Looks like O'Brien was whistled for the foul there. 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter. DeBarros with another 3. That one off the back iron also. Guerrero trying to go coast to coast, and she does here late in the third quarter. Lena Guerrero now with 15 points to lead all scorers, gets it back to a 5-point lead for O'Brien. 12 seconds left. DeBarros with another 3. This time Key unable to hit it. Nebu comes away with the rebound for O'Brien. 2 seconds left. Guerrero gets off another one. She's unable to put it home. But Lena Guerrero scoring the last basket of that third quarter. Puts O'Brien back up by 5 here at the end of 3. New Mission got it down to a 1-possession game, but then Guerrero was able to force the action, kind of take over and get that last bucket to get it back to a 5-point lead here at the end of the third quarter. So you saw New Mission really come back and charge back a little bit. They're still not able to hit too many shots from the outside, but you did see New Mission make this a ball game here at the end of the third quarter. So heading into the fourth, just a 5-point lead for O'Brien. As we mentioned before, folks, this game's coming to you from O'Brien High School in Roxbury. As we all know, O'Brien right next to Madison Park High School. We've done a lot of games from Madison because of the size of their gym. This is the first time we've really done a live broadcast from O'Brien, as the Bryant Lady Tigers, one of the top teams in Group 2 this season for Girls City League High School Basketball. Folks, if you want to follow us on social media, you can certainly go to our Facebook page. Go to facebook.com/GameOfTheWeekBoston. A lot of good stuff up on that site, including which games we're going to be covering. And we have links to the games that we've covered and a lot of other BPS athletics news up there as well. You can also go to our city website if you want to watch some games from this past season or from seasons before. You go to www.boston.gov/cable. Go to scroll down to the bottom of the page, click on Game of the Week, and that'll route us to our video library, and you can check out all the games there. So go to that website, go down to the bottom of the page, click Game of the Week. It'll bring you straight to our video library. You can check out all the games. And also, finally, folks, you can follow us on Twitter at Boston City TV. And if you want to tweet at us, use the hashtag BostonGOW. Should be almost set to go here for the fourth quarter from O'Brien High School. The Tigers leading the New Mission Titans 23-18. As we said before, both these teams coming in undefeated on this shortened season. And the winner of this game will definitely be in the driver's seat as trying to get that first round bye in the City League playoffs. As we also mentioned, these two teams will play on Monday once again. That game will be at New Mission High School. They were originally supposed to play at New Mission last night, but because of the snow, they moved that game to Monday. So next week we're going to have regular season games on Monday. And then City League playoff semifinal game, or City League playoff quarterfinal games on Wednesday. The semifinals on Friday, and then the city championships will be Saturday, February 27th. Both boys and girls will be playing a week from today in the city championships. Guerrero again going to the basket, but no whistle, and she was unable to hit the shot. Tony Golston on the drive, kicks it back out. Flores for three. Rattles it home for New Mission. Jada Flores, her first basket of the game, and it's a trifecta. Cuts the lead down to 2 here early in the fourth quarter. Guerrero fires up a three. That one well off the mark. Rebound comes down to Haygood. Flores thought about another three after hitting that first one. You know, shooters get that confidence. Tony Golston knocks it down from the elbow, ties it up at 23 apiece. Golston now with 7 points for the New Mission Titans. Jabria Horsley sees an opening, gets the floater off the window. Nice looking shot that time from Jabria Horsley. That's her first points of the game, her first field goal. Gives O'Brien a 2-point lead. Golston now trapped at the top of the key. That's going to be a jump ball, and I believe that's a timeout for New Mission. I originally thought that was going to be a jump ball, but it looks like New Mission got the timeout off here with 6:09 left to go in the fourth quarter. O'Brien on top, 25-23. But the New Mission Titans have clawed their way back here early in the fourth quarter. They trailed by 5 coming into the fourth quarter. Then a 3-ball from Jada Flores, and also Tony Golston knocking down an elbow jumper has kept it close. Just saw Jabria Horsley of O'Brien knock down that floater off the window to get O'Brien the lead back here in the fourth quarter. Still a lot of game left to be played. You see now how New Mission is able to get a couple of players going with their perimeter shots, and that's opened some things up inside now for New Mission. Flores inside. Shot deflected by Horsley. Horsley comes away with the loose ball. Horsley trying to get it up to Guerrero. It's knocked out of bounds by Tony Golston. Substitution for New Mission as Key DeBarros now back in for the Lady Titans. Guerrero, awkward shot, but it's nothing but nylon from Lena Guerrero. 17 points now for the O'Brien Jr. Flores, another three, that one off the back rim. Shot goes off of Wydeer, so that'll stay with New Mission. DeBarros off the mark that time from 3. Horsley looking for Guerrero. Nice catch. Unable to get the layup, but Guerrero gets it back. She's now going to reset for the Lady Tigers. Wydeer unable to hit the jumper, but she gets fouled. she'll get 2 free throws for O'Brien. Deere unable to hit the first. Substitution for New Mission, I believe. We can't see the player coming in, so we'll have to figure that out on the next possession. Deere hits the second. And now O'Brien calls a timeout here with a 5-point lead. Just a couple of minutes gone by in the fourth quarter. And you see Coach Fisher and assistant coach Anthony Searcy. Coach Fisher with a lot of experience. She's been at O'Brien for several years now. Actually coached a Tech Boston boys team a couple decades ago. Coach Trudy Fisher has been in the Boston City League for a long time and has coached a lot of good teams at O'Brien, especially. No surprise that she's done a good job in this sort of helter-skelter season. And an experienced coach like Trudy Fisher has done a good job coaching up her team to an undefeated record up to this point. Seems like O'Brien's talking about defensively what they need to do to hang on to this win. They've got a 5-point lead here in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes left to go. Meanwhile, for the New Mission Titans, they've got to continue to generate some offense. Each player on the Titans who's gotten a decent amount of playing time has actually scored a basket. So, and you certainly don't want that. Another turnover by New Mission. That's really hurt them so far in this game. Jabria Horsley. Horsley tried to pass it off that time. I think if I'm Coach Fisher, I'd probably say to her, just take that shot. She got inside the paint with some space. Jabria is able to hit shots like that. I think next time she'll want to be a little more aggressive offensively. Horsley off the screen with the runner. Short that time. Flores with the rebound for New Mission. And Golston gets it knocked out of bounds by Jasmine Cox. Jasmine's such a good defensive player. We've seen her get her hand on the ball a lot defensively in this game. Guerrero knocks that one away, then comes away with the steal. Horsley almost gets it stolen away, hangs on to the loose ball. That's going to be a jump ball that will stay with O'Brien. Jasmine Cox fires up a three. That one off the mark. That's knocked out of bounds, and it'll go back to New Mission. Good box out that time by Janiyah Haygood. Biondi. DeBarros for three. She just has not been able to knock one down. She's had some good looks. Jada Flores can't get the jumper to go. That goes off Alina Guerrero, and that'll stay with New Mission. Golston trying to dribble out of a double team and cannot hit the short jumper. Chases after the offensive rebound, but Jabria Horsley does a nice job pulling that one down. Guerrero trapped at half court there, and O'Brien gets a timeout here midway through the fourth quarter. So now the Tigers will get off a side out of bounds play here late in the fourth instead of having that trap where Guerrero just had nowhere to go. You see a lot of defenses, especially when they're running a press, they actually sort of bait the offensive team to have a player cross half court and then trap. So that means that they can trap that player, not just with the two defensive players, but also with the half court line and with the sideline out of bounds. So you really almost have 4 defenders against that ball handling player. That's what you saw there against Lena Guerrero. And then the 2 defenders for New Mission also did a good job not giving her space to split the defender. So an excellent trap that time by both New Mission defenders. And that's what forced the timeout there for O'Brien. Tigers with a 5-point lead here against the New Mission Lady Titans. No matter how this game turns out, both these teams are going to be chomping at the bit to play each other again on Monday to finish off the regular season. As these are 2 of the top teams in the City League. Guerrero splitting defenders for the layup. Seen Lena do that all day long for the O'Brien Tigers. Golston gets it knocked away that time by Jasmine Cox. Lena Guerrero off the spin move. Pretty move there by Lena Guerrero. She has taken over this ball game for O'Brien. Jada Flores for 3. Buries it for New Mission. And that time Guerrero's tripped up by the Titans. And Lena's going to be shooting 1-on-1. Lena Guerrero a little bangs up there. We'll see if she can shoot the free throw. Lena currently with 21 points to lead all scorers. And she buries the first. Gets the second to go, so Lena Guerrero now with 23 points for the O'Brien Tigers. They now have an 8-point lead here late in the fourth quarter. Trente Atun tries a runner off the window, unable to hit that one. Horsley with the rebound for O'Brien. She's fouled in the backcourt by Beyonde Trente Atun. So Horsley will now be shooting a 1-on-1. So Jabria Horsley shooting 1-on-1 for O'Brien. Unable to hit the first. Got her own rebound. Is unable to hit the second shot. Horsley coming up with the loose ball. Jasmine Cox fires up a 3. That ball goes out of bounds, back to New Mission. So now New Mission calls a timeout here late in the fourth quarter, down by 8. Looks like there's just a couple of minutes left on the clock, so we'll see what New Mission's approach is going to be. They might try to drive inside and then kick out to some open shooters. We've seen Flores now knock down 2 threes. Janiyah Haygood's knocked down a 3. Key DeBarros has had a tough time hitting anything from the outside, but clearly she's one of their better perimeter shooters, so we'll see if they can get her a couple open looks as well. Got to think Coach Wilbur's thinking about having a couple of those shooters on the outside, then Tony Golston trying to carve out space inside for an offensive rebound or an open look if O'Brien really attacks the three-point line defensively. Flores off the up fake. Can't get that one to go. And O'Brien was stepping out of bounds that time. Pichardo was stepping out of bounds on that play. To Barros. That ball's kicked out of bounds. That'll stay with New Mission. Golston looking for an opening. Three ball on the way and off the back rim. Horsley quickly up to Guerrero. She's going all the way in for the basket and one. That's the third and one for Lena Guerrero. She now has 25 points to lead all scorers. And Guerrero completes the three-point play. 26 points now for Lena Guerrero. Golston with a runner. Good rebound that time from Pichardo. Guerrero quickly up the floor to a wide open Pichardo who can't hit the layup. Here comes Keith DeBarros with it now for New Mission. 1:10 left to go in the ballgame. New Mission's got to hurry. Golston over to Flores. Flores with a runner. Can't get it to go. I'm sorry, that's Flores picking up the loose ball. DeBarros unable to hit the three. Flores hit the floor hard that time. Hopefully she's okay. Definitely slow to get up. Good to see Flores get up on her own power. So O'Brien will get the ball back here. 48 seconds left, and they have an 11-point lead now. So they will hang on to win this one. Nice job by Lena Guerrero. You know, when the game got tight, it was Guerrero really who took the game over, forced the action, went to the basket, got to the free throw line. Got a couple of and ones. I think that's the difference between these two teams. You have a Lena Guerrero for O'Brien who can really control the ball game. You don't quite have that player for New Mission. They have some good, solid players. As ASC Widerer with another field goal for O'Brien. That's her 5th point of the game. And the three ball on the way for New Mission. Haygood trying to put that one back up and in. That one goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with New Mission here late in the 4th quarter. DeBarros unable to get a shot off there as Haygood. And that is going to do it from O'Brien High School as the O'Brien Lady Tigers are able to hang on and beat the New Mission Lady Titans 39-26. As we mentioned throughout the entire ball game, excellent job by Lena Guerrero, who's able to control this basketball game. I believe she had 26 points to lead all scorers. So a fantastic game from her. We also saw good games from Jasmine Cox, especially defensively, and also from Jabria Horsley. When she wasn't in foul trouble, she was able to get in for O'Brien and bring the ball up when Leda Guerrero was double teamed. So she did a lot there too as well. McCray Wydeer did a nice job on the glass. Certainly had a lot of rebounds today. We don't have her totals, but she must have been up close to 7 or 8 rebounds at least. She also had 5 points for O'Brien. Meanwhile, for New Mission, you just can see that they just graduated so many seniors from last year that they're still trying to kind of figure things out. Especially on the offensive end. But a nice game again from Tony Golston. She had 6 points. Janiah Haygood, the junior, had 7 points for New Mission. And then Key DeBarros had a basket. Jada Flores had 2 threes for 6 points. Trente Atum with just a 1 field goal. And Deanna Hatcher with just a 1 field goal. So you're still seeing some of the role players still trying to figure out what their role is for New Mission, and certainly a tough year when you graduate 4 seniors who are all very heavily involved in the offense. You know, with just a shortened season, there's just not a lot of time to practice and to get games in where players can really figure out what their role is. And I think with New Mission, even though that's just their first loss of the season, they're still trying to figure that out. So, and that might change on Monday. As we mentioned, these 2 teams will play again on Monday for the final regular season game of the year before we start the city playoffs. Now, if O'Brien wins on Monday, they're definitely the top seed in Group 2. If they don't, and New Mission wins, I'm not exactly sure what the tiebreaker is. I think O'Brien would still get in as the 1 seed because I think they have the most wins and would have more wins than New Mission, despite them splitting their season series. Meanwhile, for New Mission, if they lose on Monday, that drops them down to a 2-loss record, and that might kick them out of the city playoffs. I'm not 100% sure. We'd have to look at the standings and really figure that out. But New Mission, if they win on Monday, they're definitely in. I think O'Brien's already in the city playoffs. So we'll probably see these 2 teams in the City League playoffs midway through next week. Now, of course, folks, we have the city championships coming up just a week from today, so make sure that you tune in to Boston City TV, and we'll also be posting a YouTube link to our live stream of both city championship games. We don't have the times or locations just yet. The locations of those games will be at the home gym of the 2 top seeds that are playing in the top seed that's playing in the Girls City Championship game, and then the top seed that's playing in the Boys City Championship game. We'll also come out with the times as soon as we get them from the athletic department because of the snow and because of COVID, obviously. Some things have been moving around, but so far so good as far as having the city championships lined up for next Saturday. That's certainly going to be a lot of fun, as always. Despite the different protocols and the different location, not a big crowd, not a crowd at all will be there, but it'll still be the Boston City Championships, which are always a lot of fun. Folks, once again, thanks for joining us. If you want to follow us on social media, you can first go to our Facebook page. Go to www.facebook.com/GameOfTheWeekBoston. We're going to post this game up on there as soon as we have it ready to go. We'll also have updates on what games we're going to be covering. So obviously the city championships coming up, and then games further down the line. The City League isn't playing in the state tournament this year, so we won't have any state tournament games for you, but then we'll see after high school basketball season what we're going to do after that. But so make sure you go to that Facebook page and like us. You can also go to our website, www.boston.gov/cable. If you want to watch games from this season or from previous seasons, you go to that website, you scroll down to the bottom of the screen, click on Game of the Week. There's a little tab down there. We can click on Game of the Week. That'll send you right to our video library and check out a lot of games from this season and from seasons past. Finally, you can follow us on Twitter at Boston City TV. And if you want to tweet at us, use the hashtag BostonGOW. We'll send out a lot of updates on that Twitter page as well. Folks, have a great rest of your Saturday. Enjoy the weekend. Sorry that you got a shovel. We're used to it here in New England, but stay safe, everybody. We'll see you next Saturday for the city championships from wherever those games are going to be. But for right now, so long, everybody. We'll see you next time on Game of the Week. Take care.